you cats and kittens, you know what we're gonna talk about today? Oh yeah, we're talking about the Tiger King today. It is too insane not to talk about. I just finished watching grand bulk of the series last night. I watched the first couple episodes a day or two before that, but almost the full thing just in one go last night, and holy crap. I still, like, a full 24 hours later, feel like, what the fuck did I just watch? I saw this show going viral online pretty much everywhere about a week, maybe 2 weeks ago. I'll say about a week. And I asked my sister if she had ever heard of this Tiger King thing, because it was just everywhere, and I figured, she's young, she knows. She's got to know. And she's like, oh god, it's this stupid show on Netflix. And I was like, tell me more. And she's like, so in a nutshell, it's stupid rednecks doing stupid redneck shit. I told her this today as well, that was like the perfect summary ever that you could have given this show. And she's like, I don't even remember saying that, but yeah, still holds. Anyways. Yeah, that. So, I don't even know where to start. I feel like I should have been taking notes as I went, and I didn't. There is, like, so much that I feel like even if I had taken notes, it would be impossible to include all of the insane crap that was just watched. I watched the whole thing. I feel like I still don't know 90% of the names of the people in this thing. It is so insane. But, premise. This is basically a documentary about the animal breeder Joe Exotic. Why did I almost say English? Oh wait, no. That's Wings drummer. Okay, but anyway, Joe Exotic, who kind of, little bit illegally bred tigers in captivity just as pets and was selling them, which you kind of can't do, funny thing. But, again, that is not even the tip of the iceberg. If that were all, nobody would care about this show. So, to quote Stefan from Saturday Night Live, this show has everything. This show has illegal tiger breeding, it has insane animal activists, it has murder, it has drug addicts, it has crazy rednecks doing crazy redneck shit, it has got everything. Like, even that is not the tip of the iceberg. Like, it's got a crazy sex cult, it's got a polygamous gay man married to two at the same time, guys who aren't even really gay, but he is convinced that they are. It goes on and on and on. Like, holy hell. And this whole thing is like a limited series. It's only like 6 or 7 episodes long, and they have all of this stuff crammed in there. I'm just like, can we expand this series? I need to know more about these batshit insane people. So, Joe Exotic, I can definitely believe is a legitimate gay man. I mean, you take one look at the guy, and it's like, yeah. Pretty bad when even just judging by the way his ears are pierced, I was like, oh, that man has a Prince Albert. And then he references it later on, I'm like, oh shit, I called it. Oh god, I didn't need that mental image, but fuck, I called it. And a lot of other things too, for that matter, but he actually is. His two husbands, not so much, which is really, I have no words. One of them has virtually no teeth because they fell out thanks to meth. The other one was like a really, really young guy from California who my sister claimed she knows somebody who knew the guy, and showed me the text where they made this claim. I was like, what the fuck? Like, everything with the show, what the fuck? Anyway, so this guy was also definitely not actually gay. It was about, like, I don't know, barely legal, if even. But regardless, he got involved in a lot of shit that he shouldn't have, and was cracked out of his brain on drugs, and started dicking around with a gun that he didn't think was loaded, and ended up blowing his damn brains out in front of somebody else in the zoo because he was dicking around, high as a kite. And that fucked Joe up pretty bad. I mean, I think that would change anybody. And yet, he made the memorial service all about himself and his singing career. We haven't even touched on his singing career. His singing career that isn't even really him singing. But that's okay. That's okay. I implore you to go look up Here Kitty Kitty. Just, if you have seen the show, please do yourself a favor and go watch that music video. It will change your life. But anyway, there's that. And then he replaces the young gay husband with a new young gay husband, which I think might actually be gay this time. So there's that, but that, we have not even touched on Carol Baskin yet. Oh, Carol Baskin, that bitch Carol Baskin. I don't have blue eyes, but I did my eyeshadow up blue, as Baskin blue, so there's that. And put on kitty ears because I don't have a flower crown. So we're gonna pretend that this is a flower crown, okay? I only kind of half-assedly cosplayed, since I noticed in one zoomed-in shot of her typing on her computer, she and I have the same kitty ring. So I was like, well, I have a point to start from, so we know I have to now, but I was like, if I can find it in the next 5 minutes, this is happening, and I found it in the next 5 minutes, so here we are. Anyway, so Carol Baskin is the batshit insane animal activist who is against the breeding in captivity of the tigers that Joe Exotic is doing, and is trying to get him shut down left and right every which way she can, and Joe fucking hates her ass. And like everything she does makes him hate her that much more, and you literally watch him like just go from starting out just hating this person to like literally devolving into levels of insanity of actually wanting to take a hit out on her. Like, it is that kind of crazy, insane hate. But oh, there's more! There's more! Because, oh, Carol had a husband who was loaded and worth like $20 million who mysteriously went missing, that she claims ran off to Costa Rica, and everybody else believes she had him whacked and fed him to her tigers. That's a thing! That's a thing. I feel like that's the spoiler everybody knows, even if they haven't seen the show, but we are all aware of it, and it was a cold case for years and years and years, and because of the show, now it's getting reopened, so, you know, maybe justice will be served, because, trust me, the dude's not in Costa Rica. She totally she totally fed him to those tigers. I have no doubt in my mind. None. So, and I'm pretty sure if you watch this, and watch all of the compelling info that's in here, trust me, this bitch fed her, she fed her husband to the tigers. And Joe is like trying to prove it left and right all over his YouTube channel, because she also has one. And like, he literally tried to take a copyright out on basically the same name as her animal sanctuary, and just changed one word, like the last word in it, he added one. And literally ripped off her whole website, like design-wise and all, and tried to claim it as his own. Just the whole thing is special levels of crazy. And keeps trying to get her to own up to the fact that, dude, you killed your husband and fed him to your tigers. Own up. You're hiding the remains under your septic tank. But, so there's that. There's also the fact that she's the biggest hypocrite possibly in the show, because she's so against what he all's doing. What is she doing with tigers as well? The same fucking thing. The same fucking thing. And there's like even more shady shit going on with hers possibly than there are with his. Like, what the crap? What the crap? Yep, feed them the spoiled meat off of a Walmart truck. Because, you know, costs a lot of money to feed tigers. But, Jesus. So, there's that. We haven't touched on, oh crap, what was his name? It was like Doc Alhorn or something along those lines. Am I close? Something like that. That basically started a sex cult. He also owns and breeds tigers and sells them and shit. This one possibly kills them as well, when they're not cute and little anymore. But anyway, so he has, like, this harem of, like, 4 really, really scary young wives that are totally brainwashed into literally believing he's God. Like, not even an exaggeration. Like, his name, he has them all call him, I think in, like, Buddhist culture, literally translates to God. It was like, and no one sees a problem here. This was in, like, the 2nd episode or something. And, like, the whole episode basically focused on his sex cult. And then never touched upon it again. Like, this was the only time we even saw this dude. It was, like, the whole time I kept waiting for him to reappear, and it's like, so are we just not gonna talk about the fact that this dude... like, what? Why did we bring this guy into it if we were never going to talk about him again? When it is that batshit insane. Dude, I want a spin-off series on that guy. I want to hear more about that shit. Holy crap. So there's that guy who is all doing this. There is the person who literally burned down Joe Exotic's whole studio, including his alligators, or his crocodiles, or... I don't remember if it was alligators or crocodiles. I thought it was gators. Now I'm like, wait, maybe it was crocs. I want to say it was gators. But regardless, those gators didn't do anything. They didn't deserve to be burned to death. But, yeah, total arsonists that my money's on is probably Carol too. But, I mean, outsider looking in. But, yeah, they torched it. Like, really, really torched it. But, odd timing. It was when Joe just happened to be out of town for a funeral. Yeah, there's a lot of really odd shit that just, none of it lines up. There's the day that one of Joe's tigers, like, attacked his foot, and he was like, they never have done that to him before, and the only reason they would do something like that was if somebody put something all over his shoe to make them do that. And Carol just happens to know off the top of her head that, oh yeah, sardine oil would make a tiger eat a person. It's like, you just happen to know this oddly specific thing that would make a tiger eat a human. And everybody suspects you of feeding your husband to your tigers. Nobody sees a problem here? Nobody sees that as an admission of guilt? Like, what? What? I just... There's so fucking much here. I can't even unpack all of it. Like, there's so much that racking my brain trying to remember all of the crazy shit that I just watched in, like, the past couple of days. Oh my god, and it's not even all of it. Like, there's some dude that has a podcast that was, like, devoted to just, like, documenting all the stuff on Joe Exotic, and he said that this isn't even, like, the tip of the iceberg with him. There is so much more that they did not cover in this show. What? Can we please expand this series? Like, oh my god. And Netflix has already said, because of the success of this show, they're already working on bonus episodes. I, personally, for one, cannot wait. Which, oh my god. Oh, it's such a shit show. It is, like, the very epitome of shit show. I tried to describe the show to my dad as, basically, if Duck Dynasty and Honey Boo Boo had a meth-addled baby who raised tigers, this would be him. Tell me I'm wrong, you can't, but holy shit. He doesn't want to see it, but okay, you know what, you're lost. But he's like, it sounds stupid. I was like, you haven't even seen it. You can't judge. You can't judge. Oh my god. And there's like several spin-off series that I don't know that they're even on Netflix, but just different people are in the process of like getting the licensing rights to make now. Like Rob Lowe, I think, is one of them that is working on it. I think he's gonna actually play Joe Exotic. I keep almost saying Joe English. Like, dude, I'm not talking about McCartney for once. Like, stop. But there is so many. I've seen at least 3 in the past 24 hours that are being made already. I'm like, holy shit, holy shit, holy shit. Who knows how long it'll be until we see them, but I mean, the one with Rob Lowe is being made by the person who does, American Horror Story. I almost said Stranger Things, don't know why, but no. The guy who does American Horror Story, which everything he touched is gold, so I mean, I have no doubt in my mind this is going to be epic. Holy shit. To say that I loved this insane docuseries would be the understatement of the century. I don't think I can give it a number rating, and this is a show where I'm just like, I feel like everyone should watch this thing because it is an experience. You are not just watching it, it is a full-on experience that has to be seen to be believed, and you have to keep reminding yourself that these people exist in real life. These are real people. These are not characters on a fictional show. This is a true fucking story, and it sounds way stranger than fiction. The whole thing baffles my damn mind that it is somehow real. My mind is blown, and yet at the same time, I'm like, I don't know why I even doubt that there's people like this out there. I shouldn't be shocked by anything anymore, but I don't think any of us were prepared for this. And a lot of people are trying to blame it on, oh, well, quarantine, people are bored, they'll watch anything right now. I'm like, nah, dude, I think even if this had hit at like a normal time, this would have gone just as viral, but the fact that everybody happens to be home anyway right now with nothing but time on their hands helped add to the whole viral nature that much more of it. Like, it currently is holding the record as the longest series to ever hold the top watched #1 position on Netflix in its history. But then again, to be fair, they've only just unleashed that whole ranking thing for Netflix shows in like the past month or two, so I mean, they don't have that far back in data to go, because I am quite positive there have been other shows in the past that have done it for longer, we just didn't know about it because we didn't have the rankings visible to us. But yeah, you should watch Tiger King, like, just straight up. Oh my god. I am still pinching myself going, was this like some sort of fever dream hallucination, or is that a thing I just watched? Yep, that's the thing I just watched. That was real. Okay, now I've spoken to multiple people who have all watched it and can confirm that, oh yeah, you really watched that, because I watched it too. It's real. I have no words. No words! I mean, I know it's a controversial series because, yeah, true crime, and yeah, technically animal abuse, and yeah, there's a lot of iffy things going on in it, but at the same time, dude, the show is so much fucking fun to watch. I don't care if it's a guilty pleasure. I do not care. I unashamedly loved it. So, anyways. I suppose we shouldn't even be shocked. My sister, like, when I was first asking her about it, like, I think her initial reaction was just like, oh god, that show. Yeah, you'll probably love it because you love stupid rednecks. And yes, I do. Yes, I fucking do. Oh my god, yeah, that again. Understatement of the fucking year when it comes to that. There are no words, like, there is no way for anybody, I think, to do justice just by trying to describe this show. And almost everyone I've heard talk about it has loved it and been intrigued by it. except for my baby Will Arnett. Like, he didn't like it, but everyone else, everyone except Will Arnett loved this thing. So, Will, I don't know what the fuck. Maybe he only watched the first episode and bailed. That's all I can figure. Because it's one of those shows where the first episode, yeah, it's weird, yeah, it's cheesy, yeah, there's a whole lot going on in it, but you're like, this still seems normal enough. Yeah, it's crazy rednecks, but it's not that crazy. But with each episode, at no point does it ever get more normal or plateau. It just gets more crazy and more fucked up and more insane with every episode that goes in. And all of it is just unbelievable. Yeah. So, like I said, there's, anyway, sorry, I got distracted. I saw text messages coming in. But, anywho. Yeah, I have no words other than I loved it. I think a lot of you guys would love it if you watch it, but you have to just watch the whole thing. Do not bail on this one. There aren't that many episodes. Just watch the whole fucking thing because it's so insane that it cannot be put into words. Like, even if you think with the first couple episodes you're not that into it, oh fucking trust me, just hang with it. Just hang with it. It'll pay off. Because, I mean, I thankfully liked it from the first one, but I could see where people would be iffy on, like, the first couple, maybe, but no, I was intrigued by the very first one. Was like, oh, holy shit, I need to see more of this, but I started it at, like, midnight when I watched the first one, so I only made it through, like, one episode that night, and then the rest of it I watched all last night, so there's that. Anyway, yeah, I'm kind of sleep deprived today for it, but it was fucking worth it, but anyways. Oh god, that is it for me for this one. Go watch Tiger King. No, this is not sponsored, nor is this endorsed in any way, shape, or form. I just really enjoyed it and am mind blown at how insane it truly is. So, and I think everyone should watch it. Anyway, you guys know the drill. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a like. If you're not already and you'd like to be, click subscribe, hit that notification bell icon so you never miss an upload. Leave comments down below. Have you watched this? What are your thoughts? Please, let's have a discussion. I need to talk to more people about this fucking show. Leave it all down below. Make sure you're following my social media accounts, my Facebook fan page, my Twitter, my Instagram, my Etsy, everything and more. It's all down below. And if you like what I do here on this channel and you'd like to help support it, the donation link, as always, is down in the description. Anyway, guys, till next time. Bye-bye.